Adoatv, bringing good things to life.
Hello there, good morning and thanks for joining us on today's news bulletin. This is the AM News coming to you live from our studios at the John Evans Fifiate Mills High Street in Accra. We are also streaming live on Facebook at Adoatv Ghana, on YouTube at Adoatv GH, and around the world at adoanewsonline.com. My name is Jonathan Amanal. Coming up in this bulletin, following the development on the anti-LGBTQI plus brouhaha, the bill that's supposed to be passed, local council of churches praise for the protection of legislators in the country. Also in this bulletin, workers on government payroll, it has been stated that without Ghana card, you are not going to be paid effective December 1. And in the world of business, industry players in the energy sector have stated that the future of renewable energy in the country is promising. We have the details to that and more right on the news bulletin. Please do stay. Thanks for staying with us. Remember, this is your hub of comprehensive and comprehensive news updates. Now the news in detail. To our very first story, the local council of churches in the northern region has joined the LGBTQI plus debate on the country, calling on Ghana's parliament to be guided by God. At the press conference, chairman for the council, Reverend Dr. Peter Ataziame, said the council is in full support of the passage of the anti-LGBTQI bill by parliament, and therefore thanked the Speaker of Parliament for requesting the memoranda from corporate bodies. Our Northern Regional correspondent, Nuruddin Ibrahim, has more to the story.
Dr. Peter Ataziame, chairman of the Northern Regional Local Council of Churches, have beseeched God for his protection and guidance for Ghanaian legislators. This follows the current conundrum in relation to the passage of the anti-LGBTQ plus bill. Speaking at a press conference, Reverend Dr. Peter Ataziame said the council is in full support of the passage of the anti-LGBTQ plus bill by Parliament, and therefore thanked the Speaker of Parliament for requesting for memorandum from corporate bodies. He prayed to God to offer the parliamentarians wisdom and forbearance to do the needful in the passage of the bill.
I wish to thank the Speaker of Parliament for making it possible for us also to respond to the request of what Parliament came out of on 15 September 2021, asking for written memorandum on the promotion of proper human sexual rights and Ghanaian family life 2021. The object of this memorandum is to offer our support in favor of the passing of the said bill. We pray that the Spirit of God that grants wisdom, understanding, and insight will lead Parliament for them to take a good decision and the needful thing to be done. The passage of this bill is to regulate the activities of the LGBTIQO++ and so on persons, and to maintain the sanctity of the social cultural values of the North, and especially in Ghana. The northern region of Ghana is by far the largest region in the country in terms of land space. Let us say that when we say northern Ghana, It comprised of the 5 regions: Upper West, Upper East, Northeast, Savannah, and the Northern region.
According to him, the bill, when passed, will regulate the activities of the LGBTQ plus persons and maintain the sanctity of the social cultural values of Ghanaians. He further went on to say that when the activities of the LGBTQ plus is encouraged, promoted, and financed, the lives and the people population will be threatened.
We will stick and stay with you as the bill is being passed. The anti-LGBTQI bill is being passed. As development unfolds in that perspective, we'll stay with you to bring you more in that prospect. Now, away from that, if you are an existing or a prospective government worker or pensioner and receive your salary or claim through the Controllers and Accountants General's Department and do not have a Ghana card yet, then you should start registering for the Ghana card, because effective December 1, 2021, all workers and pensioners on government's payroll without the Ghana card will not be paid. This was contained in a statement signed by the Acting Controller and Accountants General on Tuesday, October 12, 2021.
The Controller and Accountants General's Department has served notice that public sector workers who haven't registered with the National Identification Authority, the NIA, hence do not have their Ghana card ready, will risk losing their salaries effective December 1, 2021. According to a statement signed by the Acting Controller and Accountants General, Kwesi Bosompem, this move is in line with the department's quest to ensure that they deliver a speedy, secured, and verified payroll services to all government employees and pensioners, and also to reduce risks of undeserving payments or claims. In that regard, the Controller and Accountants General's Department has collaborated with the National Identification Authority, the NIA, to have a database that facilitates biometric and also unique identification for all workers on government payroll. Well, some Ghanaians have been reacting to this. Let's hear them.
Daniel Ajete Isowa is a worried pensioner who receives his claim through the Controller and Accountant General's Department but do not have his Ghana card yet. He pours out his frustration.
Me my be for 1 year. Last year, June, na me my call headquarters. Say me baby me otishi come too. Me ba so slam me di my. Nti no no de some ka say no be pensioners on fanye de me so. Say government be extend the time no. Now mo bia koye bidia. That's all. And yes me say me my year 1 year slam me ko say me card my. I'm fed up. I don't want to go there again.
Daniel Ajete Isowa is not in this alone.
Yeah. Because Ghana card no ebe boa mai. Because fraudsters no so omo doso. Enti obi ambo mo den say on ye Ghana card no. Se wo ye ya, we enye politics. Se wo ye ya, bo mo den akoye. Because 1 year, say 1 year December o say in there bro na no nkan me fua so papa.
Nti anka esra amansa anka nhihye anka odi bae eye nanso no anka won fa nsam fa so oman nyina na anka wasa fa so se na oye no first no anka dia boy because me hu se me nuanum bi bebre omunye bi o kura tam aye kurampo no line no better had dua no a wonu ho ano ana omo so omo apon omo ko bebe foforo omo apon nti omo sa ko bebe foforo nti omo nya omo aka se omo nya da so omo nye enti enka ye panicho omo ka se anka omo bi office bebre amai so office no still ye nyenti hwe enti panicho se oboboan.
Well, from the look of things, it's likely that from next year, if you do not have your Ghana card registered with you, then you may not have access to many government or public services. Don't wait to be denied. Get yourself registered with the National Identification Authority so you could get access to this card. I is equal to reporting for Advantage.
In the journey throughout yesterday through to the night till today, this no Ghana card, no salary has sparked various questions in the entirety. We'll give you more as development unfolds. Now, away from that, let's treat some health-related stories. And every human is known to have some percentage of mental disorder. Mood swings are emotional feelings bound to occur amongst humans. However, persons living with a bipolar disorder experience a lot of mood swings and emotional stress, known as the manic depressive illness. Many conversations and analysis have been made, and research has finalized that bipolar patients live among us. Nana Yado of Adoatv has more to the following story.
Bipolar disorder is a serious mental illness characterized by extreme mood swings. It includes extreme excitement episodes or extreme depressive feelings. It is common amongst people between the ages of 18 to 35. In bipolar disorder, the dramatic episodes of high and low moods do not follow a set pattern. Someone may feel the same mood state, depressed or manic, for several times before switching to the opposite mood. This disorder has a lot of symptoms, which includes extreme happiness, hopefulness and excitement, irritability, anger, fits of rage and hostile behavior, restlessness, agitation, rapid speech, poor concentration and judgment, less need for sleep, unusually high sex drive, amongst others. All that said, it is a chronic condition that involves intense mood swings which disrupts everyday life from extreme highs to extreme lows. This condition has two main types which depict its seriousness. These types include bipolar 1 and bipolar 2. Bipolar 1 is characterized by one or more disorder episodes of mania or mixed episodes, which is when you experience symptoms of both mania and depression. Bipolar 2 is diagnosed after one or more major depressive episodes and at least one episode of hypomania, with possible periods of level moods between episodes. According to research, a lot of people are living with a bipolar disorder, but it's seen to be a normal. A lot of people cannot state the discrepancies between depression with bipolar disorder. Speaking to White Nana Yaljima, a psychologist at the Pantang Mental Hospital, he elucidated on bipolar causes and its symptoms and how to deal with people with bipolar disorder.
Bipolar disorder, formerly it was known as manic depression. So this is a mental health condition that causes extreme mood swings, okay? That can include emotional highs, okay? Yeah, so the emotional highs here could stand for mania or hypomania and low depression. When you become depressed, okay, you may feel sad or helpless and lose interest or pleasure in most activities. Just as I've said, when your mood shifts to mania or hypomania, that is less extreme than the mania, you may feel euphoric. You see, most of the times they feel euphoric, so full of energy or unusually irritable. Do you get it? So this mood swing can affect your sleep, even your energy, your activity, your judgment about the world, behavior, and even your ability to think clearly. That is for the bipolar. Episodes of mood swings may occur lately or rarely, okay, multiple times in a year. So in a year, one would experience these mood swings consistently over a year, whilst most people will just experience some emotional symptoms between maybe the episodes. Some wouldn't even experience any of them. Bipolar, although it's a lifelong condition, okay, it takes a lot of time. Although it's a lifelong condition, you can manage your mood swings. Maybe go for treatment. In most cases, it is treated with medications and psychological counseling, also known as a psychotherapy. You can talk about increased activity, okay, energy or agitation, and you realize that this person, that is not how he is, or that is not how she was. But you realize that it got to a point in time he has increased the activities that he usually does with a lot of energy. You can talk about decreased need for sleep. They don't like sleeping. They sleep a little, then they open their eyes. They don't like to sleep. Unusual talkativeness, like every time someone who doesn't talk, now you realize that the person talks so much, like so much. Distractibility. Distractibility is another symptom you have to look out for. At times, some are weird, like someone that you know, this is how you know him. But it gets to a point you realize that he's acting in a weird manner. You can also talk about exaggerated sense of self-well-being and self-confidence. However, a manic or a hypomanic episode has to have occurred for a person, okay, to be diagnosed with bipolar disorder. Depressive episodes of bipolar disorder should not be treated as major depression. That is one of the mistakes most people do. You don't treat a bipolar disorder as a major depression. No, it's two different things. As antidepressants, okay, can trigger manic episodes in people with bipolar disorder. Bipolar disorder is less common than major depression. It's very, 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 very not common, but often far more impairing.
Interesting. If you're just joining, you're still watching the AM News on Adoatv Television with me, Jonathan Amana. Let's move over to some happenings in the world of business. Ghana has one of Africa's highest rate of access to electricity. The country's power industry is composed of generation, utilities, transmission and distribution companies, and independent power producers. Demand for energy in Ghana is increasing by 10% per year, requiring increased generating capacity. The country is therefore focused on expanding its renewable energy. However, stakeholders in the industry, speaking to my colleague Nanyama Collinson on the sidelines of the 7th Ghana Renewable Energy Fair, said the sector future is improving.
That we and of course everybody else here who is now participating in solar, we are all going in that direction. And that's the main sort of the theme of this event we have is the restrictions or the constraints we have for solar development, which we are trying to address. So as long as that is taken care of, I think the growth will come by itself, and that is going to contribute towards the SGD and all that stuff. That's the future, because the solar energy is the only non-mechanical form of energy. Whether you have a dam or you have windmill or you got generator, you got moving parts, and moving parts, they get worn out and it's got a high maintenance. Solar doesn't have that. You have a solar panel installed on your roof and you get power for 25 years. So that's the future. We are moving towards things which are more efficient, and then they are not expensive, and they will last. And that's what solar provides. So I don't think that it is a matter of choice. It is a matter of necessity. We're all going to be drawn in the area which we find most efficient and most useful for us to grow.
Must, support institutions such as ours to do more research so that we identify other sources of cheap and of course a clean source of energy for this country. And when we're able to do that, I'm sure that this nation has this. Solar, sun we are in the tropics, isn't it? Sun is just free. Elsewhere some wind power, it is available. So seriously, the wind power, the solar energy, these two are key areas that we can pay special attention. But as I said, all requires money and support. So with a special collaboration between academia and the various industrial players, we'll be able to advance this course so that the vision for this nation, where the renewable energy will take over, will be realized. If you don't, nobody will wait for us, because that is where the world is moving towards. They're on the vehicle. Very soon, the fuel, in fact, using the fossil fuel, that is the petroleum, the future is slim now because of the advocates that people must move into renewable energy sources. Clean. So the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals is emphasizing on clean energy. And because of the climate action associated with the use of this fuel, isn't it? Fossil fuel. So the emphasis now is on this one. And so if you don't, we shouldn't wait so that Africa will be the last. The potential is there. The University of Energy has the challenge. We are determined to support the nation, the state, and other institutions.
In Japan, SDGs is like a normal thing. We have to do it. I mean, every company has to think of something new in order to reduce the energy. And I think we have tried, in our country, we probably are trying more than any other country to reduce it. So now there's not so much place we can reduce the energy in Japan. So now we're seeking for other countries, helping other countries to reduce their energy use. And we use that So in Ghana, this is my first time in Ghana. Okay. So like a center of Ghana it's just like the Tokyo to me, but I haven't been to the rural side. So maybe there, I think you need more power. So before you start SDG, you need to give the people the solution for the power. Yeah. And I think these products can be used at the rural side, so they get the power or they get the light in order to do something.
As said, the future of renewable energy is promising. Now to some more business stories. The General Agricultural Workers Union says the removal of the price stabilization and recovery levies on petrol, diesel and LPG for the next 2 months will have little to no effect on the prices of foodstuff in the market, considering the fact that major food produce have to be transported over long distances to market. The price of petrol and diesel ultimately play a key role in the final price of the produce.
The General Agricultural Workers Union says the removal of the price stabilization and recovery levies on petrol, diesel, and liquefied petroleum gas for the next 2 months would have little to no effect on the prices of foodstuffs in the market, considering the fact that major food produce have to be transported over long distances to markets. The price of petrol and diesel ultimately play a role in the final price of the produce. The price of petrol and diesel ultimately play a key role in the final pricing of the produce. Prices of major food items such as tomato, onions, and plantain saw some significant increase within the first half of the year. The reason for this vary. However, two consistent reasons over the years have been the poor road networks for the transportation of food items, as well as the cost of fuel. Data from commodity price analyst Isoko Ghana for the first half of the year showed that prices of major food items witnessed a significant increases in tandem with the increases of fuel prices.
There is more business news on our website on adoanewsonline.com/business. Now in the world of sport, the Ghana Black Stars has been in a good form after the return of coach Milovan Rajevac. Black Stars defeated Zimbabwe back-to-back in the World Cup qualifiers within 4 days, with the Black Stars now having 9 points in Group G after 4 games. South Africa leads the table with 10 points after defeating Ethiopia back-to-back. Black Stars fans have shared their opinions about the rejuvenated Black Stars under the new coach Milovan Rajevac, as many of the fans still believe Black Stars can qualify for the World Cup over South Africa, even though South Africa is leading the Group G table. Now, in the world of entertainment and lifestyle, veteran movie actor David Donto has again been elected as the chairperson for the National Film Authority. This took effect at the inauguration of the new 14-member board yesterday in Accra, where the Minister for Tourism and Art and Culture, Mr. Ibrahim Mohammed Awal, was presented to support the occasion and also counsel the team to promote the Ghanaian movie industry.
David Kwame Donto, affectionately known as Uncle David, Ghana Man and Kofi Abrantier is a veteran Ghanaian actor and television personality who has starred in numerous local and international films, drama, theatre, and other stage productions prior to his appointment in 2019. He has once again been elected as the chairperson for the National Film Authority. Speaking at the inauguration of the board, the Minister of Tourism and Arts and Culture, Dr. Ibrahim Mohammed Awal, has called on the current governing board of the National Film Authority to grip on the power of the movie industry to help promote employment in the country. The minister further stated that the movie industry had become much stronger than before, and hence the need to leverage on it not only to create jobs but to also make Ghana stand out in West Africa. At the inauguration of the 14-member board of the authority yesterday in Accra, Dr. Ibrahim Mohammed Awal explained that Ghana has all the attributes including diversified culture, over 29 castles and forts, and rich customs and traditions which are good landscape to help us become the movie or film hub in West Africa. He has also charged the board to, from next year, produce not less than 200 very good films that would portray Ghanaian culture, and to also produce a strategic plan in the next 4 months to develop a script bank where film producers will take their movies to shoot, as well as a film studio to boost the sector to become more attractive. Mr. David Dontor, the board chairman, also applauded the president for trusting and retaining most of them to continue serving the board. He assured the minister that they will do the necessary thinking and collaboration so that together they will deliver. And according to him, they cannot fail the industry because most of them are still practitioners, so they will do their best to bring fame and honor as well as money to the country.
Thanks for staying with us, and a very big congratulations to Mr. David Dontor. On that very note, this is how we end the AM News, which came to you live from our studios at the John Evans Fifiate Mills High Street in Accra. For more news, do well to log on to our website on adoanewsonline.com. And then, my name is Jonathan Amma. Keep watching Adoatv because we bring good things to life.